going on, fans of music? I just want to make this video to kind of show off some of the interesting things that I have collected over the years from various different bands. Nothing too rare or really super rare or anything like that, but just some stuff that I have collected that I feel is very interesting. We'll start off with the thing that I have closest to me, the thing that is framed. The only one of two things that I have are framed. Now, if you know who the band Avatar is, they had a few years ago, they released an album called Avatar Country, and some of the bonuses that you could get for pre-ordering the album was this certificate of citizenship for the Avatar Country, because it was sort of they made it out to be like this king, like you want, like the whole story behind the album is you want, like, this king wanders into this land, becomes a king. Anyways, I have this, which is sort of the certificate of citizenship for Avatar Country, and it's pretty cool. You got your name right there on it, and then it's signed by all the band members down on the very bottom, so that is pretty cool. They had this, actually says, to be mentioned that on the 18th day, which is yesterday, the 18th day of November, in the year of our king, known elsewhere as 2018, the applicant has appeared before the king and applied to His Majesty, His Royal Court, to be admitted to become a citizen of the Kingdom of Avatar Country. This said applicant has herunto produced to the court such evidence of worthiness, and made declaration of allegiance to His Majesty and royal evidence worthiness, and made declaration of allegiance to His Majesty and Royal Kingdom of Avatar Country thereupon. Anyways, it's a whole declaration. Obviously, it's all fiction. I wish it wasn't. But I'm going to go ahead and move on to the second thing, which is also probably one of the more largest collectible items that I have. This is it right here. This is just the temporary home for it right now. This is not staying here, but it's a limited poster for Ghost. I don't know if this is hand done. Obviously, I think it was hand done, and then they just made prints of it. Down in the corner here, it is numbered, and I don't know if you can read that, but it says 405 out of 666. So this is a bit rare, but again, it's not like super duper rare or anything. There are 665 other posters exactly like this, but I just thought it was kind of cool, and seeing as how it was limited to just 666, I thought it would be cool. You can see some of like, obviously you have Papa 1 holding Papa 2 as a little infant newborn baby, and then down at the bottom here you can see some of the first era ghoul masks that the ghouls used to wear back during the Papa 1, maybe even Papa 2 era for a little bit, which is pretty cool, I think, to be completely honest. In like everything, all of Ghost's other album artworks, the longer you look at it, the more detail and stuff that you notice about it, which I absolutely love. And now, lastly, we have not necessarily this sash, I've had this sash for quite a few years now. It was a part of a costume that I was gonna wear, along with my Meliora era ghoul mask that I have, that I think I've showed on this channel, or one of my channels, a couple of times. These are pins, enamel pins from this is like the most recent thing. I just wanted to put these on here because I wanted to display them somehow, and what better to display ghost pins than on a ghost sash. We have down at the very bottom, we have the new era ghost ghoul masks, along with Sister Imperator. And then up here we have like the Papas 1 through 4, and then Papa Nil in the middle, with Cardinal Copia down kind of at the bottom. I didn't really have any rhyme or reason for putting them in this orientation. I just thought it'd be kind of interesting to have all the Papas and Copia kind of in one little area. And they all came in this tin right here. Ghost is kind of embossed on the lid, and then it says History of the Clergy Enamel Pin Set. And the packing for these was just absolutely overdone, I feel. Instead of just putting these in like a little bag with a cardboard backing, they went with this little thin layer of foam, and then under that a thicker layer of foam with holes in the bottom so the back of the pins can go through it, and then underneath that is another layer of foam. So like all in all, there's like maybe like 1.25 inches or 1.5 inches of just foam that the pins are sitting in, all inside of a tin, which I think is, you know, you're spending a lot of money, or not a whole lot of money, but you're spending money on something collectible. Obviously they want it to be, you know, as pristine as they can. Little dent in the lid, but I mean, that is all right with me. I'm just gonna be probably putting this up on somewhere on a shelf somewhere, or even in a closet, and just kind of forgetting about it, or using it as so you can see here, I guess this is the company that made the pins, or the tin at least, I think. I'm not 100% certain, but it's cool. So yeah, those are the three or four things, I don't know, I forget, probably 3 things I showed that I find to be the most interesting things in my collection. I know 2/3 of those things were Ghost related, but you know, Ghost is one of my favorite bands, so I am not ashamed of that at all. If you guys liked this video, please consider subscribing. I'll try to do more stuff like this in the future. And until next time, peace.